And welcome to part two of my Dragon Ball home video collection. In part one, I went over my Dragon Ball Z VHS tapes, which I put them all back where I normally keep them. This is all that I went over. Oh yeah, this is where I put my Battle of God stuff right there. Doesn't it look awesome? Yeah. Anyway, that's for later. Right now, I'm going to be reviewing my DVDs. Not really reviewing, but just kind of looking at them. So, right here, I'm going to start with these. I briefly went over these in one of my previous videos. My Ocean Dub DVDs. Now, I did not have these when I was younger. I watched Ocean Dub on Toonami, but I didn't have these DVDs when I was younger. I actually did not get these until about maybe 2 or 3 years ago on Amazon. I was just looking for them. I got nostalgic for some Ocean Dub, and yeah, I looked them up and I found them, and I got them for pretty cheap. They're used, of course, so they're not in the best. The DVDs themselves are in great condition. They all play perfectly fine. They look great, but the boxes themselves are a bit messed up. But you know, it's all good. I always loved the Ocean Dub Pioneer cover art. I really love the cover art. Like, you know how Funimation, when they took over, their DVDs were just screenshots of the show. And this one, the Namek Saga. You want to know something kind of funny about this box? It looks fine, right? Whoop! There's no bottom to it. Yeah, this was so incredibly cheap. I can't believe I got this for as cheap as I did. I think I got this for like $15. All these DVDs. It was like some crazy. The guy was like, "Yeah, the bottom of the box is missing," and I'm like, "I don't care that you're offering. I mean, the box is still there, and it's the entire Namek Saga Ocean Dub for $15. Like, what? Yeah, heck yeah, I'll take it." Yeah, I love these. Love them. I really, really enjoy Ocean Dub. I talked about it when I was talking about the Rock the Dragon stuff, but I really love Ocean Dub Dragon Ball Z. This is how I was introduced to Dragon Ball Z. Um, it's extremely nostalgic for me. I really love it. When I got these DVDs years ago, I watched them and watched them and watched them. I still occasionally watch them. I still watch it in Ocean Dub just for fun. Very, very fun, nostalgic dub. I love it. I've heard about an Ocean Dub Kai. What's up with that? Like, I seriously, if they came out with Kai Ocean Dub, oh my god, I'd get it for sure. I'd get it. Uh, some more Ocean Dub. Dead Zone. I actually Dead Zone. World's Strongest and Tree of Might. I actually got all of these at a pawn shop when I was like, I'm wanting to say 15, 16. There was this pawn shop we always used to go to get our PS2 games. They always had a really surprisingly good selection of used PS2 games, and we got a lot of our PS2 games there. And I would occasionally look at the DVDs, and one day someone had, they had all three of the Ocean Dub Dragon Ball Z movies, and I got them for like $5 or something, ridiculously cheap. So I thought it was awesome. And once again, I love these movies. I love them in Ocean Dub. Peter Kalamis is absolutely awesome as Goku, especially in The World's Strongest. He does an awesome job. I love it. And then we have the Ginyu Assault. This is one of the very few, actually, I think. No, just one of two, I think, DVD singles that I also own the tape. The other one being Showdown, the Ocean Dub. This is just, I love the early Funimation dub that I was talking about in the previous video. Not the one that they did for the Ultimate Uncut and onwards. The only way to get the original Funimation dub is through the singles. They are never released ever again on any of their DVDs. You get the early Chris Sabat Vegeta that was like I said, he was very Brian Drummond like Kakarot's what, very raspy and just very trying to be Brian Drummond, and a lot of other performances were very different. Some actors were changed completely. Dale Kelly originally did Captain Ginyu, and he was replaced by Bryce Armstrong, who was Lord Slug at first, I believe. Yeah. Some little Dragon Ball Z trivia for you. Broly, the legendary Super Saiyan. This was not mine originally. This was one of my friends. My friends Tom and Brandon, they had this, and I asked if I could have it, and they were like, yeah, sure. So, thanks, Tom and Brandon. Same kid that got me the Budokai HD collection. I got some good friends. Yeah, they give me Dragon Ball stuff. That's awesome. Bio Broly. I had this for a while, and I really wanted to see it. I really liked Bio Broly, actually, and I really wanted to see it on something other than my bootleg tape, because I remember I watched the bootleg tape so much. The quality was getting worse and worse, so I was like, okay, I gotta get it on DVD. Cell Games Ultimatum. So, a few random singles DVDs. I never really got a chance to collect a lot of these because they were kind of expensive at the time. You only get 3, if you're lucky, 4 episodes on a DVD or tape. And I just didn't have the extra money to get these back in the day. I wish I did. I don't know. I've kind of been thinking about collecting the singles because, once again, there's the original Funimation dub. I remember Android 19, the big fat Android, originally in the show and on the DVDs. He had a filter on his voice. He didn't just have a high-pitched voice. They put this weird filter on his voice that made him sound kind of creepy. And I liked it. I thought he was supposed to be a creepy character. He looked like a fat mime with those eerie eyes and that weird voice. And for some reason, in Budokai 1, the video game, they took the filter off his voice to where he just has a high-pitched voice, but not that weird filter on it, and he just sounds goofy. And they did the same thing in the season sets. I don't know why. But it's on the singles DVDs. Like, what are they doing? So weird. And another Cell Games Moments piece. I think I got these in a box set, I'm wanting to say, but I don't have the box anymore, unfortunately. And then, beside these are my PS2 games. I don't, that's not really a home video release. But, hey, if you want me to go over all the video games I have, let me know in the comments, because I will do it. So, anyway, this mess that I've made, I'll clean that up later. Over here, I have all of Kai, which I guess I'll get that out. I really enjoyed Kai, even though I know it was just, pretty much Toei trying to milk some more money out of Dragon Ball Z. I would have enjoyed a new series much more, but, what are you gonna do? I wish the series would have looked like the cutscenes in Ultimate Tenkaichi. That would have been awesome. But still, it's a nice alternative to Z. And I do enjoy the way that the DVDs look. They look great. Really, really nice artwork on them. Always enjoyed looking at them. I got them as they came out. I remember I wasn't going to originally, and I bought Kai, and I also bought the Dragon boxes simultaneously as they came out, because I started to hear about the Dragon boxes becoming scarce, like limited edition sort of things. So I kind of got scared, and I was like, okay, well, I gotta get them before they become, crazy rare or something like that. And good thing I did, because holy crap, the Dragon boxes have gotten ridiculous. And then I heard about some of Kai getting recalled because of the huge Kenji Yamamoto thing, and I was like, oh man, I'm so glad I bought it when I did, because now they're recalled, and they were out of stock for a while, like you couldn't get them. So yeah, I was very lucky to have the extra money to buy these as they came out. I actually did not watch it on Nicktoons at all, because I heard that it was edited, and I wanted to hear the unedited version of it. And I don't think I had cable at the time. Or maybe I did. I don't quite remember. If I did, I hardly ever watched it. And part 8. What... I really enjoyed Kai, but let me tell you, I just really don't like calling Clinkenbeard's Gohan. I'm sorry, but I don't. A lot of people are really big fans of hers, but I was very disappointed that Stephanie Nadolny could not reprise her role as Gohan. But oh well, what are you gonna do? I still enjoyed Kai for what it was, and I'm very excited to hear that the Buu saga is getting Kaialized. I'm very curious to see if, when's Funimation picking that up. I'm ready for some more Kai. I'm ready for Buu saga Kai. That will be awesome. And now we have the Dragon boxes. These are, I gotta tell you, I was one of those people that I was not going to get these at first because I had already bought all of the season sets, and I was like, I finally have all of Dragon Ball Z on DVD. I'm so happy. And then, Funimation's like, oh, yeah, you bought all the season sets, and bam, here's a way better version. And I'm like, oh, those a-holes. But then, I kind of found out that it wasn't really their fault that it was timed like that. It was just sort of an out of nowhere thing that they got the rights to the Dragon boxes, and I watched a lot of videos about the Dragon boxes and how awesome they were, and I was like, God, I want it. I gotta get them. And then, like I said, I started hearing that they were becoming scarce and hard to get, so I started getting them around Dragon Box 3. I think I bought the first 3 all at once, and then from 4 on, I just bought them as they came out. And it is a very good thing because they're all getting pretty expensive, but especially Dragon Box 2. Holy crap, is Dragon Box 2 getting ridiculously expensive. I've been seeing it on eBay and Amazon for like $500. That's insanity. Absolute insanity. Like, why Dragon Box 2? And another weird one is when I was collecting the Steelbooks, guess which one was the most expensive of all the Steelbooks by far? It was the Cooler Steelbook. For some reason, the Cooler Steelbook is super expensive. It's like rare or something. I don't know if it was like I don't know. I don't know if there were less excuse me. I don't know if there were less copies made of it or what, but I don't know. I'm getting sort of off track here. I'm sorry. Yeah, Dragon boxes. Now on to the Dragon Ball movies. Here's Dragon Ball Curse of the Blood Rubies. This is the first time I've ever seen the movie unedited. The only other time that I was able to see it was on this, which it was edited, and the dub was super inaccurate. I don't know how accurate the English dub is on this, because quite honestly, I have never watched it. When I heard that Colleen Clinkenbeard did Goku's voice, I immediately lost interest. I'm sorry, I'm just not a fan of her voice acting. I'm sorry. But anyway, I watched it in Japanese and I loved it, and it was really cool to finally see this movie uncut. And then you have the Dragon Ball movie box, which came with the other 3 movies. Apparently, Funimation did not have the rights to Curse of the Blood Rubies at the time, so they couldn't include it in the release, but you do get Path to Power, Sleeping Princess and Devil's Castle, and Mystical Adventure. All very great movies. There is not a single Dragon Ball Z movie that I didn't like. I liked them all.